I just had like the best conversation with my pops ever. That was so cool. Okay, hold on. I gotta do this real quick. Oh, you guys, hold on. I gotta uncork this thing. So. Best invention ever. So, yeah, my shirt says wild, but got a Arizona Sun Devils cup. It's like a little Sun Devils wine glass. Okay, we're going to do this one, but voila, right? This thing, best invention ever. So, there was something else I was going to show you guys, but hold on. Cork remover. So we might finally have somebody. It's the same person that I did like a quick kind of in-store interview with, and Pops did one with her today too, and we both like her. Hopefully she comes back tomorrow with all the paperwork we told her to bring. Oh my god, get out of my cup. Okay, should not be drinking a red, so I'm going to try to do just a little bit of this. Got way too much air in there. Way too much air. I know, right, Yosef? What? Who is that? Heather. Well, hello, Heather. I don't give shout outs. I don't know why I would do that. I don't know like what kind of content you make or whatever, but I'll say hi to you. So here's my phone. Hold on, guys. There's something I'm going to show you guys in just a minute. So hold on. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. Okay, hold on. Wow, we got some new people. I'm going to say hi, Riz. Was it nuts today? Holy cow. Hold on, I got something I want to show you guys. So hold on. Hold on. All right. Oh gosh. Why is that being so stubborn all of a sudden? It was fine earlier. Hold on, you guys. You love my dogs. I love my dogs too. They're actually all laying down, but Winnie Bear and Godric are chomping on a snack. But hold on, I gotta go get something because I gotta show it to you guys. You're an animator? Oh, I see it. Okay, be right back, guys. Let me go grab something. I want to show you guys something. I have to show you guys something super cool. Oh my god, wipe my feet off. Okay. Hold on. This thing is, I don't know what is going on with this thing. I just had this thing like perfectly set and now it's all goofy. Okay, I'm gonna move these out of the way. I have to show you guys something cool. So, if you guys have been with us for a long time and you've been watching for a long time, then you know that I know an awesome creator. He's doing good. He's actually laying down. They just came in for bedtime. He's been playing outside most of today. It's been a really nice day out, so they've been playing outside. But you guys know that I am friends with Clintus from Clintus TV. He's been a huge supporter of mine on Twitch, and he's fantastic, right? We were 23 orders late. What? Oh my god, that's a lot. What happened? How did it get so far behind? That's a lot, Yosef. So anyway, you guys, So Clintus is a good friend, and I always do anything and everything I can to make sure that I'm supporting him in return. I have a lot of, actually, two really big hobbies: reading and cooking. Those are two of my biggest ones, and of course, I love to game. Tell Sarah that. Aw, Heather, you're sweet. She's actually sleeping, so she's done for the night. Oh no. See, and that's why when I was working at KFC, which you guys know, when I was managing KFC, that was one of the biggest things that I got angry about, that they removed from our employee circulation, was that they took our prep person away. So we were no longer going to have a prep person, and that there would be no more prep allowed in the mornings. So we would have to make as we went. That caused massive backup, and it's damaging to the business. I'll tell you that right now. Having prep and prep people is so important. But anyway, let's get on to this. This is not sponsored, by the way, so there's no sponsorship or anything. But I do want you guys to know about this, because one, if any of you guys game the way I game, and the gaming community and the gaming stuff that I love to do, I will, Heather, and stuff like that, you guys will love this. This is amazing. So as you guys know, like I said, if you've watched YouTube for a while, then you probably know who Clintus TV is. If not, you need to go check him out. He doesn't do everyday vlogs anymore like he used to. His kids are much older now. Bryce is 13, Sierra is 16. She's driving now. Bryce is now gaming on Twitch as well, 2 days a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, with Clintus moderating his streams. It's amazing. But Clintus has been a huge supporter of mine, and me, vice versa, his. So he is one of my subs to my Twitch channel. I'm also subbed to his Twitch channel. Anytime he has a sponsorship going on, I always try to make sure that I give something to that, right? So I'll either make a purchase using his Clintus code, which helps give him discounts and give him profit. So I love doing that. Hold on, Riz. I just answered that. Like I said, reading and cooking. So this here is one of the new things that Clintus has a Clintus code for. And so the code is Clintus. So if you guys want to go check it out. But this is the website called Wick and Skull. So it's wickandskull.com. So Wick and Skull. So like wick as in candle wick. Because... And this is cool because it's got like a little, like, well, it's normally lined up, right? So I'm like over here messing it all up. Here you go. It's all lined up when you get it. You pop this open. And these candles are made. He does these down in his basement thing. He makes these candles, and they are aimed towards gaming sense. So if you play like Destiny or Minecraft or things like that. And this one is kind of geared towards, it's called, you'll already figure it out if you play. It's called Day Dusty. Day_Dusty. And the scent on this smells like low poly cedar crates filled with a misty herb, spice, and smoke. It's a very manly type smell in there. Oh my god. It smells so good. It's very, very masculine in scent. Like when you smell this, you think of like your dad. When you hugged your dad as a kid, or like the big male figure in your life, I guess could be the right way to put it. But just, it's a very, very masculine type of scent. Very smoky, cedary, woodsy. Oh, it smells so good. But you burn these in the game that they're geared towards. This one's kind of geared towards things like, what do you call it? Like Warzone type stuff. How neat. Somebody just came up with that. Yeah. And so this one's called D_Dusty. Now, this one, you'll love this one. This one is called, where's it at? Okay, so this one's Dusty, and this one's called Crafting Table. And if you know what this is for, you get it, right? So this is definitely geared towards Minecraft. So if you play Minecraft, this is what it would be like. So this one smells like karate chop trees in a field of lush greens. As you know, when you first play Minecraft, if you're playing it in survival, and it's a very first starter game, to even get your first tool, you have to karate chop trees down. So if that's, you know, whatnot. So this is how this one looks. I've already burned this one down quite a bit. It smells amazing. I can't even describe to you, like, I can't. Like, it's literally, like, it's fresh cut greens. Like, if you've ever been outside and somebody is doing, like, fresh mowing of the lawn, right? They're freshly mowing their lawn, and the lawn is, like, just freshly cut. It's a Sunday morning. Trees are growing. The leaves are falling. Yes, this one is Minecraft. So if you play Minecraft, light this bad boy up while you're playing Minecraft, and it smells like you're in the game. You smell the trees, you smell the green, you smell the woods. Oh my, I can't even, it's so good. This one, as you can tell, I have been burning this one quite a bit. It's not at the top of the can anymore. It is, Sarah loves this one too. Like, absolutely loves this. So we're probably going to get a few more of these. But they're really affordable, by the way. And if you use the Clintus code, you can get, I think it's 10% off. Yeah, exactly. So I think this one, I think there's the cedar crates in Warzone. I think that's what it is. I know that it has to do with one of those type of games. It's got like the brick walls, the blowing out of the doors. You got the big wooden crates. Isn't it in Call of Duty where they drop you the crates and whatnot so you can get like a drop? That's what this is supposed to be. Polycedar crates filled with musty herb, spices, and smoke. Yeah, I can imagine this smelling like... Yeah, I can imagine smelling like you're in the middle of like a zone. Like there's smoke smell, so there's lots of smoke, there's lots of things going on, lots of spices, lots of herbs, and wow, I got a big old bruise. But yeah, these are amazing. I love the packaging. Like, it's literally a little crate. It's literally a treasure crate. And then he's got all this like cool stuff inside. When you get it, when it's shipped to you, they're placed in here. So you get them placed inside of the crate. It's really cool. So that I wanted to show you guys that because, I mean, like literally look at the detail on this. It's called Wick and Skull. Wick and Skull Essence Company. They're going to be coming out with some more smells. They've also got other things too. It's not just candles anymore. So if you guys are interested, go check it out. Like I said, it's really, really neat. And use the code Clintus when you do it. So that way you guys can get a discount on those. Because that's really, I think it's worth it. Oh, I forgot those were there. But you guys, oh my gosh, it's been a day. I got 2 new tires put on the car and took the one tire that was already on the car and made it into the spare. So I was a fatty today. I had, oh, yum. Get them wings on, get them wings on. So Sarah and I went out today, as you guys know, if you were hanging out earlier. And there was something I wanted a while back, like really wanted a while back. But every time we went somewhere to find one, they were always sold out, always gone. And it was something I wanted for when Sarah and I go for our walk stuff. We like to take the dolls with us, the ones that have been worked on. I know some people are gonna be like, what, that's so stupid, and whatever. But gross. So if you guys have been with us a while or whatnot, Sarah did, after she lost Pip, she went online and got me a silicone doll. Now, I came home to it. It was a surprise. I didn't know she was getting it. Whoa. Maybe that was why. So I didn't know she was getting this. And so it was a very big surprise for me. And so she got me this beautiful full body silicone baby girl. And I had already made Eleanor, who's back there. So you guys know I made Nell. She's a little preemie baby. Well, this baby is not preemie. She's newborn size, silicone doll. But I have gone everywhere and I've looked online and they're always so dang expensive. And they're called an Urbini. Urbini. It's Urbini. I'm going to say Urbini. An Urbini stroller, right? And the stroller, the one I wanted, the seat thing completely opens up into a bassinet. Or what's the other word that they had back in the day? I don't remember. It was the old-fashioned style strollers, right? So like a trundle, I guess would be the right word, where the baby, like, it literally looked like a little portable pushing bassinet that you would push down the street everywhere. This thing has that, right? Sometimes I'm not really too big about stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, every now and again, like if I was hanging out with people and whatnot, then probably. But I don't like when cheese gets all like warm, so sometimes I don't go for stuff like that. But this Urbini that I've looked everywhere for, I found one other one, and it was okay price. It was still very high priced, but it was like really bright blue in color, and I was looking everywhere for this one that was in gray, like this really light muted gray color. Can't find it anywhere. And the cool part is that seat, it's all the way into a bassinet. Then as the child grows, you close up the bottom of it and it turns it into a seat. And then they have the leg part, and then you can tip it so that it sits up. Now the whole time it's facing you. Then when the kid is big enough, you take the whole thing off and you turn it around, and then the kid can face forward. And it has a basket on bottom, and the handle adjusts because of shorties like me and most strollers that you buy, the handles are too tall. Well, with the fact that we were looking at stuff because Sarah was pregnant, we wanted to look and see about getting strollers, right? Looking at a stroller. And I told her, I said, well, whenever little ones with grandma, and this, of course, when she was pregnant, we were thinking that, I would love to be able to take this little one like on walks, stuff like that. And I want to be able to use a stroller that way I don't have to like get into Sarah's stuff and take what she's got or whatever. We found one today. We found an Urbini gray stroller, the exact model that I wanted, at the Goodwill. It's in, other than the one piece is missing on it, and that is the little bar that goes across the front. It's literally just this little skinny bar that goes across the front. It's like for kids to like hold on to when they're in the stroller. It doesn't have a purpose. It doesn't have a tray or anything. So it's just one of those little rods. So it doesn't really make any difference that it's not there. But they had one today, and it was $14. You guys, I paid $14 for this. I brought it home, I dismantled it, I took it apart, I checked every stitch, made sure there wasn't any broken stitching on it. I scrubbed this thing to make sure that it was completely clean. I checked all the tires, I checked everything on it, made sure there wasn't anything in it that was remotely an issue as to why they only put it down as $14, but it was from the Goodwill. So somebody took this thing because they didn't need it anymore to the Goodwill, and it is in pristine condition. Like pristine. I am so happy with it. So I'm gonna show it to you guys. Sorry, but everything's a mess. So, I already have Izzy laying in it, if you're wondering. So here you go. You ready? So this is the Urbini, right? So it's laid down in the bassinet style. It's got all of this. Like, this thing is so brand new that this has never even been popped out until today. So I've got her in here. As you can see, everything is like pristine, right? This is an area for you to hang your bag. I was wondering about this until I looked it up. But the cool part is, like, this thing here, the whole handle adjusts. I have to use both hands to do it. But I've got Izzy in here. But it's got... Yeah, I know, right? Like, my room's actually not all that, like, it's not the best right now. But this thing is so cool. It's got a basket on the bottom. This thing right here, like this whole thing, I'm tripping over the thing over here. This thing, if you grab the thing back here, this whole thing sits up, right? So when the child's bigger, it sits up, and then this, I don't want to knock Izzy out of here, by the way, so I want to take, so yeah, this thing, as you can see, it just sits all the way up and then all the way back down. So this is the piece right here. You can actually order this piece online. It's just the bar that comes across. So when they're bigger and sitting up, the bar comes across. But for right now, because we're using it for this one, it just, like, seriously, guys, this thing is in such great condition. Like, pretty much pristine, brand new condition. Like, nothing on it is broken. Nothing on it is chipped. Nothing on it is, like, scratched. I mean, this is in great condition. So, like, what the heck? There we go. So I just have Izzy laying, and then of course I have that for her as well. But she's gonna stay right there. Anjali, how are you? Long time no see. And of course I still have Eleanor, the one that I made, as you guys know. So that's Nell. She's the one that I actually handmade. She looks just like Sarah when Sarah was an infant. So, which is the reason why I got that kit and made that kit. So, as you guys already know. So, my room is just a mess. Like I said, there's my computer center. Like, it's so disastered today. Entertainment center. I got to finish tearing those down tomorrow. I got a bunch of stuff already off there. Well, hello there. Somebody just went live on Twitch. So that's what that notification is, by the way, if anybody's wondering. Hold on. Plug you guys back in. But yeah, so that's that. I got all that stuff picked up earlier too. Who's live? Oh, Enviro's live. But anyway, oh, let me show you guys something. If it'll show up on here. I don't know if it'll show up on here or not. Tonight for dinner, this is what I made for Sarah and I. So that was the dinner I cooked tonight. It looks so good. It is a mushroom and soy ramen. Oh my gosh, it came out so delicious. That is, of course, as while I was cooking it. So that's all the mushrooms and the sauces, and that's the broth that I made. As you guys know, because I love to cook. So that was me chopping everything up. So all the mushrooms. Did I move? We moved into here a while ago. We've been here since before Christmas. So, oh yeah, I forgot to, oh no, those are the ones I sent him. Okay. Cool beans. Cool beans. Oh yeah. Let me see here. Almost sneezed again. Whee! Left my nose a burning. What do we got? What do we got? Fun juice. Fun juice. Nope, not that. Wait, what? Oh. Nope, nope. Nope. What did he say? Ooh, tater tots and a burger. Those fancy tots. All them fancy ones. Oh my gosh, Yosef, that's freaking awesome. Get that raid on. I love when people raid smaller channels, especially a smaller channel that's really putting in the time. Like right now for me, because of course, as you guys know, I am working 50 hours a week, 20 of it's driving time. So for me, I'm not doing too much streaming wise, but tomorrow I will be working on doing my setup for this channel. I got an email today and a notification today for this channel that I am now allowed to. Yesterday, then someone gifted 23 gifted subs and 3,000 bits. Sweet. See that video? Kid updates. What are Sarah and Taylor doing? Hold on, Anjali. I'll actually tell you everything. That's freaking awesome, Yosef. So right now, with the driving back and forth with work, oh my gosh, every time. There's not enough time for all that. So tomorrow I'll be actually setting up all my stuff for people to be able to to join, to have a membership, join membership for this channel. So there'll actually be little incentives. So I have emotes that I have made. They're going to go up, channel badges that will show up in chat. So there's going to be things that you're going to be able to use in my chat for joining the membership and stuff for the channel. Just call you Anj? Okay, I'll call you Anj. So Anj, the kids are doing great. Taylor is working. He's actually at work right now. He lives upstairs here in the apartment. So he's in the apartment guest house that Sarah and I were in. I'm now inside the big main house of my grandpa's house. So that's where we're living at now. I am now officially working for my pops' smoke shop. So I'm now one of the big managers to the big main store out in Lake Havasu. So I drive 2 hours every day to go to work and 2 hours to come home. So I'll be your first membership. I know, right? So the cool part is once it's all active and ready to go, which I'll work on getting it done tomorrow, it'll be $4.99 a month. And there's going to be incentives. So I'm going to set those up tomorrow. But, so that's what I'm doing. Sarah's doing pretty good after everything that happened. So if you've been gone for a while, so then you missed a lot. Right before Christmas, Sarah found out that she was expecting. Planned, by the way. So planned through donor. So she went through a donor process and it worked on their first try, and which was amazing. And she was pregnant, and she got to 11 weeks with a beautiful baby girl. And sadly, Penelope didn't make it, and so she lost Penelope at 11 weeks. I can't really tell you get that. That's private because that's information we don't give out. But he is working. Let's just put it this way. He's working in retail. And that's about as much as I can tell you. So it's a job. I wish that he was still active duty in the military, but he is not. And so he is working retail and living in the guest house. So, which is a good thing that he lives up there, because he is, he's still classic, same old, obnoxious, loud, doesn't really think too much before he does things. Yeah, they don't say anything. Yeah. So, yeah, we don't really, like, Anj has been here a while. It's been a while since Anj has been on here, but Anj has been with the Jamly for a while. Hi, Kara. But yeah, so we don't give out that kind of information, like stuff that we're doing actively at this time, like locations and like where we're working. Other than like, I can tell you that I do, because where I work at, there is so many companies of the same thing. We have a huge competition. And so I take pride in my shop. Just here to say hello and tell you guys, you missed the beginning of this. And I was telling you guys about a code and some amazing product. It's not a sponsorship. It's not a deal. It's none of that stuff. This was just me wanting to show some love and support for somebody that has been so amazing to me and in my community on Twitch, who has really given me a real big boost on Twitch. And so Sarah was either like 13, 4. She turned 13 when we started vlogging, and then turned 14 the next year. But anyway, so if you guys are interested and you love candles and you love gaming, then you'll love gaming candles. And they're perfect for when you're gaming, especially the Minecraft one. It's amazing to smell that and think of Minecraft. I told myself, I said the one thing I would love them to do, I got the Dusty one because it did remind me a lot of Skyrim, which he is working on one that will make you feel like you're in the world of Skyrim. But the Dusty seems like a pretty close catch, because of course in Skyrim, when you go in and you do loot in all the like different crates and the different chests and stuff like that, you think of like dusty mining shafts and wood crates and stuff like that. They're doing good, Kara. Taylor's at work, Sarah's asleep, because of course it's later in the evening. I was gonna look at my watch. Can you guys tell that I wear my watch a lot? This is my driving arm. This is my regular one. So, as you can see, do I do TikTok? I have one TikTok. That's it. I have one TikTok posted. And it was probably the only TikTok I'll ever post. Oh my God, yes, her puppet from Knott's Berry Farm. Oh my God, that's so funny that you said that, because we were talking about that the other day. We are wanting to book ourselves a stay at the Knott's Berry Hotel, and we want to go to Knott's Berry Farm. You do TikTok? Nice. I don't spend too much time on social media, which sounds really crazy. My job, I'm there 50 hours a week, and I do 20 hours of driving, so I'm pretty much tied up 70 hours of the week. And then like today's Friday, which is my day off, and tomorrow. So I'm crossing my fingers. If this new person works out, then I'll be finally back to where I'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. And I want to get back to where I can stream on Thursday and Friday and take Saturday completely off. But that's kind of the goal, is to get everything set up so that I can start streaming again on Thursdays and Fridays. But that's kind of where we're aiming. And I want to start streaming kind of closer towards the evening, not in the daytime. I know if they have any, they're super rare. And a lot of times when you get there, a lot of times they don't have them. So you've got to catch them at the right time to get those puppets. So we're really hoping to get one. Sarah wants one real bad. Like she was talking to me the other day. She was like, Mom, we have to get another one of those, because she had the one, and I think it was blue, if I remember correctly. And she also ended up getting a really big pink one. But she got the big pink one from, we found one just like it at the Goodwill. Yes, Sarah has TikTok. But I don't share her information without her permission. So I won't be sharing that unless she decides she wants it shared. So if she wants it shared, then I'll add it to the description box on our YouTube channel. But as of right now, I don't share all that information. I don't think she wants to be flooded with a lot of stuff right now. Her TikTok, she has set up where she's got a lot of stuff on there. Oh my God, I know, right? She's got a lot of stuff on there right now that is geared towards Penelope and the loss and the grief she's going through. There's no set time for grief, and there's no like right or wrong way to grieve. And Sarah is having her days where she's doing really good, and then she has her days where she's really struggling, and that's okay. Her baby's she lost her baby 3 months ago. So it's not an easy thing right now for her. So just be patient. But yeah, so she doesn't share a lot of her social media stuff. She got a lot of really bad hate and stuff after she lost Penelope. And so she kind of closed that all down. She didn't want to hear none of that stuff from people, and I don't blame her. Nobody going through that kind of loss or that kind of grief should ever have to hear some of the stuff that was said to her. She's never going to forget her baby. She's never going to get over losing Penelope. She's never going to get over it. She's never going to move on, from it. It'll always be a part of her. Absolutely, Joseph. So that's like telling somebody, a parent, to pick one of their kids that they're willing to get over and to forget about. That's not how that works. When you lose a baby, it's hard, especially when you've listened to that baby's heartbeat and grew a connection. And not only that, but when you're planning it and you work really hard to, for over 6 months of tracking and watching and counting, all these different things and doing blood work over and over again and watching your body and, using a tracking system and doing tests and watching your body temperature, all these things. And then going through the process of picking a donor and working through all that and the legal documents and everything that she went through. And to get to where you get that positive test, and then the tests keep coming back positive, and then the blood work looks great, and the heartbeat sounds great, and then you go in and they take a look, and the night before, like, the baby passed away the night before the first big ultrasound. And to see your baby on ultrasound and to see that its heart had stopped, it's devastating. Yeah, and that's the other thing. When she's ready, which could be it could be a while, don't know. When she's ready to try again, that's the one thing she absolutely just doesn't want to hear from anybody. She had somebody already say that to her when she discussed, like, going through the bank to pick out a donor, because the process takes a while. So picking out her donor, and deciding, like, is she going to do the same kind of plan that she did with Pip, where she's going to do like a several month attempt, because she got lucky and it worked the first try. That's not always guaranteed. So there's, like, all kinds of things that go into it for her to make that decision. And somebody said, you're already going to start looking into that. You're going to start that process. And Sarah said, it takes a long time. So it's not like it's going to be something that's going to happen overnight. And they were like, well, I mean, you just lost your daughter. And it's like, wow, people, she should still be pregnant right now. No, we do not. I have a personal Facebook account, and so does Sarah, but we do not have a open Facebook family account. No. Too much drama for that crap. And I don't even hardly ever use Facebook anyway. I go on there once in a while to talk to family, and that's it. But otherwise, no, I don't really use Facebook. Whew. That's way sweeter than I was expecting. But we have Instagram. So if you want to follow us on Instagram, link is in the bio. Link is in the description, in the description box. We do have a link to that. Drama, what's that? I know, right? And that's the thing. So for, like, me, I have a pretty thick skin. I don't let a lot of things get to me. But when people do stuff that I see, like someone like my baby, like Sarah's my baby, like, she is such a gentle, like, tender soul. And she's so big-hearted towards people. She always wants to give people the benefit of the doubt and the positivity from her to them. And when I see people being cruel to her, it makes me so mad, because I'm like, you pick this one person to be a complete jerk to, and it's one of the nicest people in the world that you're being mean to. It blows my mind. But like I said, when she's ready and whatnot, it's something that we both have talked about, something she talked to me about. Yeah, I remember that. But that, and that's the thing, is, like, people will come in and say something and just be flat out, like, honestly, they would never say some of the things that they say on social media to somebody's face. They really wouldn't. They would never do it. And when you think about that, like, you think to yourself, before you type something, is this something you would be willing to look that person dead in the face and say? If you would be willing to walk up to me in public in a public setting and say that to me, to my face, then by all means, type it out, sweetheart. And then let's meet up. Let's have a face-to-face. Because if it's genuinely how you feel, we can have a discussion. The other thing I think is funny is when people come in and they're really, really hateful and you show them love, because you know that a lot of times what ends up happening is somebody's going through it. Whatever's happening in their life, they're going through it. And you happen to end up being the target of their anger or their being upset. Yeah, but there's a difference between opinion and being an ass. Saying good morning. Oh, no. Oh my God. My friend and I, we do that to each other all the time. But yeah, for me, I don't care. Like for me, I know, like I'm confident in who I am. So when people say stupid things, it doesn't bother me. But there's like a difference between someone having an opinion and wanting to talk about something, and then somebody saying something that is absolutely asinine. Like I had somebody come into my Instagram and tell me that, thank you, Ange. Somebody tell me that the sculpture that I got made for Sarah, one, it was through, Sarah was looking for a silicone, someone who made silicone miniatures. But I couldn't find anything like that. I found the one with clay, the lady who makes clay sculptures. So I asked Sarah, I said, do you want to see the work that she's doing? And she said, yes. So I sent Sarah the link to the page. She checked it out. She liked it. Or act like they're a doctor. I love that one. That's my favorite one, by the way. But Sarah ended up showing me the one, like she wanted the certain positioned one because it looked the way that Penelope was laying. And so I messaged, we did all the stuff, and we got the sculpture made. So I got the sculpture made for her, and she loves it. And on the post, I posted this post with a sensitive warning over the top of the post. So you can't see the pictures until you have swiped past the sensitive warning. So there's a sensitive warning on the post. And I had somebody come in and tell me in my Instagram that I was being a horrible mother because I wasn't teaching Sarah how to let go and move on. And that I was rubbing her dead daughter in her face by purchasing the sculpture for my daughter. The sculpture my daughter asked me to get her. Not that I just decided to one day go and decide, oh, my daughter could use a sculpture of her dead kid. No, that's not what happened. This was a, Mom, I want to find a silicone sculpture. I want to find a silicone baby. Let's see if somebody has a silicone or if they make silicones of fetuses. Do you think you can help me look for that? We went looking. Yeah. So I chewed the person out, right? I laid into them on Instagram. And this was in my DMs. The person messaging back goes, well, I thought you could listen to my opinion because we're friends. I was like, I don't even know who you are. First of all, they have a picture of Jack Skellington face, and their name was Bubble something. Yeah. Well, hello, Chris. How are you? So I was really irritated at this person because, for one, you don't even have your real name on there. Your account is private and blocked from anybody seeing you unless they're following you. And you say you're my friend. If you were my friend, you would know me and know I would never do anything to hurt my kids. Ever. My kids are my world. Taylor can be an absolute dick, okay? My son can be an absolute dick to people. And he can also drive me absolutely insane. Like last weekend. This will be a prime example. Taylor knows that I don't sleep. Everybody knows that I don't sleep. And Taylor's known this his entire life. And he knows that on Friday, it's my day off. It's my first day off of the week. He knows I also don't get up until 6:30 on my work days. He messaged me last Friday and then proceeded to call me because I didn't answer him at 6:15 in the morning on my day off. My alarm on my work days doesn't even go off until 6:30. My son woke me up at 6:15 in the morning on my day off on a non-work day to ask me what the password was again to the Netflix account. He woke me up at 6:15 in the morning for a password when he could have done just anything else in the time being. He could have watched YouTube or whatever until I was awake. But no, he woke me up to ask for the password. Yeah, I hate insomnia with a burning passion. I'm getting better about it, by the way. I am getting roughly about 6 hours of sleep a night. I have an amazing therapist now. By the way, you guys, if you guys didn't know, this is therapist number 11. In 28 years, I finally think I found the therapist that works for me. I've had some really amazing therapists, so don't get me wrong. I've had some amazing therapists. And sometimes you get to a point with a therapist that it just doesn't go any further. Have you tried? Well, it doesn't. Don't even go there. It's not medication that I need. My insomnia is rooted in something much worse, which is something I haven't really talked too much about on the vlogs and whatnot. We'll one day get into it, but I can tell you this much. It has a lot to do with severe childhood trauma. And I have an absolute fear of going to sleep at night. So sleep for me is a very anxiety inducing state of being. So that's where it stems from. So I will get into all that at some other time. But that is something that we have been with. I had another therapist and I tried to explain this to that therapist, which was my most recent one. Now I have this new one. Yeah, it can be, I get you there, Chris. Like right now it's not 6 hours straight, but it is 6 hours in total that I'm able to get versus 6 hours for a whole week. So, you know, but, those therapists I had prior to this new person, I tried to explain to them exactly what I was trying to understand about myself and where my body was and where my mindset was and why I couldn't seem to get past this like roadblock of fear. Like going to bed at night is such a fearful event for me. And why my anxiety goes so high through the roof when the minute I start prepping myself to go to bed. And to do like my whole routine, like brushing my teeth, right now I have my hair thrown up, but brushing my teeth, doing my hair, all that kind of stuff just before I go to bed. And I've always tried to have like a bedtime routine, because it was something that I have always done, Gemly for life. And this therapist had told me, the one previously had told me that, well, you're an adult now, so I don't know why you keep going back to that mindset. Like, you need to remember you're an adult now and that person's no longer, like, in your home. Okay, I know that. Duh. You know what I mean? Like, of course I know that. Like, that's not how you're going to help me, is by telling me the freaking obvious. All right, Captain. I already knew that. Like, I know that. I've said that repeatedly. I know where my problem roots in. I know where it stems from. I know what the true evil is in the fact of why I can't sleep. I know that. How do I not feel that way anymore? That is the trick. And that is the part I'm having a problem with. So the therapist telling me the freaking obvious and then doing absolutely nothing to help me conquer that obviousness. Is where we butted heads, and I finally had to say, we clearly are not on the same page, and we're clearly not going down the same path to getting me the help that I need. The therapist I have now has been fantastic. You guys, she is amazing. And now I've had multiple women therapists. I've had more men therapists than I have women, but I think she's my fourth female therapist. But she's the first female therapist. The first, doesn't even matter. It's the first therapist out of all my therapists that I've ever had who knew exactly what I was talking about when I told her. I told her the exact same thing I told the other one, which was, I know the reason I don't sleep. And she says, explain to me the reason you don't sleep. I said, the reason I don't sleep is a fear of when I go to sleep. And I explained into detail those things. And what would happen when I would go to sleep when I was a kid. And going into my teen years, the things that were happening. And she got it. She knew. And she says, that would cause someone to be so overly anxious. So then her next follow-up question to me was, do you have a bedtime routine? And I said, yes, I do. She goes, don't. Wait, what? I've always had a bedtime routine. That's embarrassing. I read my own comment and was like, who the heck is oh my God. I love that. Good job, Chris. But anyway, so she told me, like, her first response to me in our first session was, stop the bedtime routine. And I was like, why? Like, that's me telling my body that we're going to go to bed. She goes, that's the problem. Stop telling your body you're going to bed. Stop. Because when you tell your body you're going to bed, you trigger your anxiety. You trigger that pattern of events. And I know, don't ask why I didn't think of that myself, but I always thought like the best way to get through insomnia, because that's what I was taught through my other therapist, to get your body, through that insomniatic like stage, was to prepare your body for bedtime. So you let your body know you're going to lay it down for the night. So you give it a routine so that you're supposed to get sleepy. That wasn't happening for me. I start bedtime routine and I start to get anxious and my heart starts to pound and I go into this panicky type mode and it doesn't work. But I didn't realize that it was tied together because I have a fear of going to sleep. And then I was telling my body, by the way, we're going to sleep. It was just it was a snowball effect at night. So what I do now is like midday, like I did earlier. Got home, we got things done. I took a shower and whatnot. I have rest naps in the day. I also have the same thing. I don't sleep too well either. I get reset. Yeah, you get rest when you can. But so for me, crap, my back just, oh no, Chris, ow. I know that pain too well. So now when I get home from work, I'll take a shower because of course I'm grimy from being around all that stuff during the day and all the stuff we have in the shop. But then I do other things. Like I'll cook and make food and whatnot. And then I will kick back in my chair over here and find stuff to do. I'll start reading. I'll get up in the middle of reading, go brush my teeth real quick, put everything away, grab a drink. Like I've got a drink here, and I'll just kind of like hang out. And then I'll start to all of a sudden out of nowhere start to feel sleepy. And so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go chill out over here. Let me go take my book over on my bed and I'll just sit back and read for a bit. And next thing you know, I'm waking up to my alarm clock. So yeah, I allow my body now to just find its own journey into falling asleep. So even if I start to doze off in my chair while I'm at the computer, I'll get up and move myself to the bed because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fall asleep. So I'll get up and move. But if I'm sitting out in the living room and I'm in the recliner or something and I fall asleep watching a program, I will fall asleep watching a program. I don't get up and move myself. I have found that if I get up and move myself from like the couch or the chair to the bed, I trigger my anxiety. But if I get up from my chair right there, like say if I'm sitting at the computer doing stuff and reading, I will come over to the bed with a book in hand and continue reading so that I don't set my body off into thinking that I'm putting it to bed. And then next thing I know, I fall asleep right here in my bed. I usually wake up with the book laying next to me or something. But I've also found that I turn on the TV and I put on usually just something either like the History Channel or what's the other one that I've been watching recently? He's like a car detailer. He like does these really cool detailing of cars and he's from Canada. So he does these, like, it's really cool to see like these cars that he gets brought into him that are just wrecked. And I'll watch that. And end up falling asleep without even realizing I've fallen asleep. I don't even remember like sometimes what part of the program I was on when I fell asleep, but I'll sometimes wake up and realize there's 4 episodes have gone by and they're like an hour-long episodes. And I'm like, oh, wow, whoa. And get up, go to the bathroom, come back, lay back down, click the thing again so it'll start the program back up. And then next thing you know, I'm waking up to my alarm. When you finish speaking about what you're talking about, but remember when, way back when that Taylor had a feeding tube? Yeah, he had that removed back in 2018, 2017? Yeah, I hear you there, Chris. Wondering if you have any tips, tricks, and advice. Honestly, no. I had the hardest time with Taylor and his feeding tube. Oh, Laura, thank you. But yeah, and it's one of those things where I know, now that I know, like, not doing bedtime prep and stuff is whatnot. If you go back and watch a lot of our beginning vlogs, we kind of explain it. Taylor has, and still does, has what they call a malabsorption disorder. He now is able to, he has, what do you call it? It's like these shakes that are high caloric intake shakes that he takes. That he adds to, like, if he's when he eats. So if he eats like breakfast, he has a shake with it. And then when he eats like a snack in the middle of the day, he takes a shake with it. So he gets like 6 shakes a day. They're just small. They're like really small. I think they're like 3-4 ounces, and they're just loaded with calories. Is it like Ensure? No, the stuff that he gets anymore is not. He used to, because that was stuff that you could do, but that is way too much to try to consume in one day. So he's doing a prescription stuff that gets sent to him. It's really, really, really thick. Yeah, we have some pretty funny ones. No, not when I was a teenager. No, because I was still in the same boat as a teenager. I didn't get out of that horrible situation until, no, it's not any of the on market stuff, you guys. Like, it's not something you can buy off the shelf. Yeah, you have Ensure. Awesome. Yeah. It's not stuff you can buy off the shelf. The stuff that he gets is prescription only, and it's sent 6 of them at a time. He gets 6 of them daily. So Taylor can't absorb calories the way and stuff like we do. It takes a lot more for his body. So let's say, like, for me, a 2,000 calorie diet is your norm, right? So 2,000 calories, and you expect to burn about 1,500 to 2,500 calories a day, depending on your activity level. That's hence the reason why most people can maintain weight or lose weight. If you want to lose weight, you burn more calories than you're consuming. If you want to maintain weight, then you burn calories that you're consuming. You gain weight when you eat more calories than what you're burning. It's a whole fun thing. For Taylor, his body doesn't absorb and process calories the way we do. He has very, very damaged, messed up, was born with it that way. His intestines, you're on a 15 a day. Yeah, see, hold on to your britches. Taylor's caloric intake every single day is just shy of 8,000 calories a day. Is Vita AF 1.2. It's for inflammation and gut mobility. Gastroparesis. Yeah. So Taylor consumes almost 8,000 calories a day. And that includes the food consumption that he eats. And then he gets just over 4,000. He gets like 4,500 calories in shakes. They're really small, you guys. The things that he drinks are really small. It also contains microlipids in those shakes. Laura, I don't give advice on stuff like that. That is not for me to give advice on, because I am not trained in that or a professional in that. But I would say, if it's your own child, do not ever let them deal with stuff like that on their own. No, we know what he has, hun. And it's a strain of cystic fibrosis. So it's a form of CF, and it is the part of his cells that are damaged have to do with gut health, his pancreas and stuff like that. So he doesn't produce certain vitamins. Like his body doesn't produce what they call EDIC, which is vitamins A, D, E, and K. And so he has to have replacements for that, which is why he's also on microlipids. So I think he said he was on Ensure. So yeah. Yeah, and so he's doing great though, you guys. Like seriously. We did have his highest weight. Taylor is just shy of hitting 6 foot right now. He's like 5'11" and like 3/4. So let's just say for all purposes, he's 6 foot. I guess you say the stuff that he gets is already all together in one. So it's got the calories and the microlipids in it. Yeah, and that will just be something that you have to make appointments and take her in. They'll figure it out from there as a therapist. Wow, Anj, I'm sorry that you went through that. That's rough. They put Sarah on one of the medications they did like an implant on her, and when they did that, it caused Sarah to. First, they did when they gave her the depot shot, and that was a whole hot mess. If you guys were around for all that, you'll know. And it caused her to balloon up in weight, and then she got put on the implant, which then of course caused her to gain even more weight. But not only did that happen, but it also put her on the chart for becoming diabetic, and the doctor went nope, and so they took that out. It took another 6 months after that was out before she was off that on that danger zone. Does she have a VNS? What does that mean? You'll have to explain like acronyms. So she's no longer on any meds, if that's the question. And she is doing really well. It's all about tracking her hormones and keeping a very close eye on where they sit. And Ivy never had issues, but I guess, yeah, everyone's definitely very different. Plain yogurt and almond milk. Ooh, nice, Joseph. See, it's always nice when you can finally like introduce stuff. But like I said, Taylor is 6 foot and his highest weight was 144. Right now he's back down to a 126. And the only reason for that is Taylor can be super stubborn. I am one random. Oh my God. I always forget your name. I'm so sorry, but hello. Taylor's extremely stubborn in the fact that a lot of times he'll go, I'll be fine without drinking it today. And then he'll feel really, really blah throughout the day. Do you also, I don't, if you don't mind me asking, yeah. But, Jody. Oh my gosh, Chris, that's terrifying. That is so terrifying. So, hold on, guys. Don't go anywhere. I have to go pee. I have to go pee because I've been drinking wine. I'll be right back because I gotta pee. Be right back. Don't go nowhere. Stay sticking around for a minute. My knee is turning. You guys being nice? You guys being nice? Is my buddy. We both live in. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, she doesn't have one of those. Oh, I'm so sorry, Joseph. Hang in there, man. You're freaking fantastic. You heard the flush? Woohoo, Chris! I know, I'm so proud of you, Joseph, about getting to the point where you're now able to not have to use the wheelchair. Like, that's so freaking awesome. How was my day today? Oh my gosh, today was fun. I got 2 new tires on the car. Moved one of the tires that was already on the car onto the back for the spare. Walking a mile a day. That's how you do it, man. Let's see, what else did we get done today? So I got that done today. I got the utilities all paid. I got the insurance done today. Again, because you know that's the thing you gotta do every month. So I got that done. I got the payment done on the car. Got the tires done on the car. Went to lunch. Tried to avoid town because of all the motorcycles that are here. So I've never heard anyone with Tourette's unable to eat. Why? And are you... Yeah, Jody, he was saying that earlier. No, he didn't. And you must have been here last night. I think you were here no, you weren't here last night. When I told him, when he came in the house last night, I was like, you wake me up in the morning and we gonna go around, because... No, he didn't wake me up today. But he did wake me up last weekend at 6:15 in the morning. No, he did not wake me up. You have outbursts? Yeah. Oh, you missed that part. Yeah, Jody. He was explaining that earlier. Curse my brain. I thought today was Sunday. Ooh, don't you let... Adulting. Yes, ma'am. That's what I was doing. We got all that done today. I cooked an amazing dinner. And Sarah's crashed out now. How is the weather? Hot. And of course, because we're up on the mountain, so not only is it hot, it's super windy. As always. It's always going to be windy up here, though. That's just because of where we're located. Now, if we were down in town, it wouldn't be so bad. But because we're up here on the top of the mountain, we catch all the wind. And we don't have much around us to block anything because we're on the top. So, unable to eat either. Yeah, it just depends on the body. Like, it just, the outbursts and stuff like that, like he was saying, it makes it super terrible. Go on TikTok. There's a couple people that are on TikTok and they explain stuff about this. And it's a very interesting thing to read up on and to understand and to learn. Yeah, we're still in AZ, but we now live here in this big, huge house. We live on my grandparents' in my grandparents' house on their property. My grandma passed January 2020, and grandpa got moved out to Texas. And so there was nobody up here to take care of the property. And things kind of started to fall apart, and people started kind of doing damage to the place and stuff like that. And so Sarah and I were living in the RV, and my pop said, come on up to the property, bring the RV up here. We brought the RV up here. Then one thing after another, the RV had issues. As you guys know, we kept having things breaking in it, which is an absolute headache. Charles, Trippy, and Allie, if you guys don't watch Charles and Allie, go watch them because you'll see what I'm talking about. And they have a newer model RV. You just visited a few months ago. Yeah. Yeah. Our weather is always the same. It's hot. It's either warm or hot. And sometimes we can get a little bit chilly. Sometimes. But it's either warm for the most part or hot. And right now it's back to being hot. But we moved up this way from the RV park. And go watch Charles and Allie. You guys see what I'm talking about. Just when they think they got one thing fixed, another thing is broken. And then when they think they got that thing fixed, and they find out that another thing is broken. And that other thing, oh my gosh. Yeah, all of us got our shots. We're all vaccinated. It's just been, and that's what ended up happening to us, is that I drained all of my savings account, trying to keep that RV up and running. It got to the point where it was just not worth it anymore. Yeah, we are, but we're not in Bullhead anymore. We still live in Bullhead, but we're not in Bullhead. We're not in the city. It takes us a half an hour to get into the city, but we're still in the city limits, I guess would be the right word. We're still part of Bullhead City, but we're in the mountains. So we live up above everybody, so we can look out and look down and see the entire river and the lake and all the city lights, and it's kind of cool to go up on the rooftop deck and just look out at everything. It's so freaking awesome. But is it August yet to get the damn results to be negative? Yeah. And that's the thing too, like August will be a really hard month for us. You have at least a 30-minute commute to work. Oh, I have a 2-hour commute to work. Try that one. What do you mean? Do you let your daughter friends? Your zip code is still in. No, Anj, we have 4 different zip codes for out here. It's not the same anymore. No. Oof, driving up that mountain must be. Oh my God, it can be. Can I hear her? I don't know what you mean by that. The smoke shop you work at is 2 hours. Yeah, I work 2 hours from. I don't work in Bullhead. I work in Lake Havasu. So I work in Lake Havasu City, which, yeah, that you're away from the hustle and bustle. Oh my God, I love living up here. I love being away from all the chaos that's down there. They can keep their chaos. Oh, Sarah doesn't do that, hon. She only is friends with people that she can visually hang out with in person. She doesn't do online friendships. I'm sorry. That has nothing to do with like people personally. Sarah just doesn't do that. She doesn't do online friendships. She's been burnt too many times by doing that with people. Oh no, that's the TV. Sarah is watching, what do you call it? Game of Thrones. She's not watching it. She's asleep. But she had Game of Thrones running, and so it's just kind of running in the background back there. Yeah, so that's that. But yeah, it takes me 2 hours because it takes 30 minutes just to get off the mountain. And then it takes an hour, just over an hour and a half to get to work, to get from here to Lake Havasu. Because I have to go through Mojave. We've got to go through Fort Mojave, Mojave Valley, then through Needles, California, then out past, what is that? Oatman, just other side of Oatman, and then back into the AZ side, then out and into, like, take the I-40 all the way down, turn onto the AZ 95 and go into Lake Havasu. Oh, no, you're fine, Chris. If I were ever in that area, would I be able to meet you guys? I don't know yet. Catherine, I wouldn't know how to actually do all that. You actually cross state lines? What? Yeah, I cross it twice. So I have some same health issues as her. Yeah, she's actually doing fantastic health-wise, so the story gets more interesting every time. Yeah, so when I leave and go to work, like leave here, I leave to go to work. I have to cross over the bridge to go into Needles, which becomes California. So I leave AZ, cross, because I go Mojave Valley, cross the bridge over the Colorado River, and I go into California. I'm not trying to be mean. Not a problem, honey. No problem, Katie. Oh, I'm interested to find out what state you cross. So I leave Arizona, go into California, and then I go down the I-40 through California, and then I cross the river again. So I end up crossing over the Colorado River again because of it bending, cross it just outside of Pirates Cove, and go back into Arizona. So I'm in California for probably 30 minutes. So I drive through Needles, California, and about 30 minutes of the I-40 before I cross back into to Arizona again. And then go down to Lake Havasu. If you guys have never seen or heard of Lake Havasu, if you watch Daily Bumps, then you'll know their recent post was they were in Lake Havasu. They went to the London Bridge, which is a big tourist attraction here in Arizona. Lots of traffic in Cali. Nope, there's not in that area. Put it this way, everybody jokes that Needles is not California, it's Arizona Junior. Oh yeah, so you've been up at the Flagstaff area on the I-40, which is beautiful up there. But yeah, no, where we're at, the traffic you get over here, seizures are, yeah, exactly. Seizures, stay away. They have not been around since August, and we're going to keep it that way. That's the goal. Keep it over, you just, shoo. You know what I mean? Like, she's doing so good right now. Like, she's been so good about all the tracking that she's done. So we had Daily Bumps. Did you see Cassie and Carlos? Yes, of course. It's just Jaxton, no S. It's Jackson. He literally looks like Cassie. And he looks like Oliver. And then there's times where he looks a little bit like Finn. I can see a tiny bit of Carlos, maybe in the hairline and the darker colors. But then again, Ollie was dark haired like that too. Hey, Jeff, how are ya? Yeah, she's been seizure free since August. So we have been, like I said, her biggest thing is tracking her hormones. She keeps a good track and monitor on those. It's awesome. Yeah, he is literally Cassie. He's got Cassie's nose. He's got the shape of her face. He's got, like, he looks so much like Oliver. It's crazy. People with Tourette's have uncontrollable movements, and I make sounds called tics. It's a neurological disorder, and I have twitches. Yay! That's awesome, Joseph. You are fantastic. And I'm like, just seeing people and hearing people's stories of overcoming crap and like fighting against, you know, what the cards that have been handed to them and being like, this is my body and I'm going to start putting it together and I'm going to start making my body work for me even when my body doesn't want to. And doing things that people say you'll never be able to do, and to see you pushing past that, and like now you're not using a wheelchair, you're starting to get walking in, and you're starting to use a walker and a cane, and like seriously, like that is amazing. It's so freaking amazing. Oh wow, that sucks, Ange. I hope that they find a way to get you that relief. I know that with knowing what type of seizure Sarah has is what made all the difference in the world. So. Yeah. I watch a young lady on TikTok and she just amazes me. And she's actually physically hurt herself a couple of times. One time she literally cracked herself upside the head with a really hard object and cried. And I just wanted to cry with her. Oh, you're fine, Chris. If I've given you some... What? If I give you some numbers, can you calculate how many... No, you probably have to find somebody else to do that for you. I don't really have the time to sit and do all, like, a bunch of calculations. She makes humor of it. Yeah. Oh. Well, you are amazing, Anj. Keep up the good work. We probably watched the same girl. She's from Britain, I think. I watched several of them. I think one of them is. But the one girl, she's got like really dark brunette hair. She keeps it short. And her mom tries to work with her a lot with stuff. Like her mom doesn't like, she's not allowed to handle any like cooking utensils. But she handles like the food. And her mom will come in and use the utensils to cook and whatnot. But she tries to do as much as she can to help her mom. But they can't. Like, she can't have anybody else around her when she's doing things because of she gets very physical, and oh my God, she was sitting down the other day. They were talking and she was sitting down and she had something in her hand. And I don't remember I think it was like, you know, like those, like one of these. It was like one of these. She had like one of these big water bottles. And she clocked herself so hard in the head, like, oh my God. And she started crying and I felt so bad. Yeah, and I just, it broke my heart because I knew that all she wanted was to get a stupid drink of water. And she hit herself. How old is she? Oh, she's in her, like, she's very, like, she's not a teen anymore. She's, like, in the very early, it's probably, like, 21, 22. She's young. So, yeah, and she hit herself so hard. Like, I know for a fact that was definitely going to leave a bruise or a really good knot. Wow. Yeah. That's freaking crazy. I flick my hand and rock. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of Amy Lee Fisher. Most of us take for granted. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jody. Yeah. And that's the thing is I don't think a lot of people think that through. Like, they don't think of how easy it is to, like, do the regular things that we do daily. And then you have people like yourself and like that young lady who, oh wow, really? Yeah, I don't go on social media or look at like news stuff very often. Oh, I need to straighten my leg out. That lower side of my back is still giving me problems from the other day. But yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize that. And of course I still have the same thing I constantly do, and you guys will notice it. And there's something else I noticed that I do that just dawned on me a couple days ago. Yeah, Jody, go look her up. It's, yeah, she's important in the community. I should say in a lot of, I think it had a lot to do with in the health world. So she had a lot. There's a lot about her out there. I just haven't kept up with a lot, because I don't even look at social media. But I noticed something I do the other day that I never really took the time to like realize it, but I noticed it the other day, maybe because I was more aware that I was doing it. Didn't know I was doing it until the other day. And then I started watching, like keeping an eye on myself about it, and I do it all the time when I'm sleeping. I have this horrible habit. See how my bed is made, right? So when I go to bed at night, I cover up, right? If my blankets don't stay like this throughout the night, I will continuously pull my arm over and straighten it back out. And pull my arm over and straighten it. I have to have the blankets staying perfectly. I don't want my blanket to slide from one side of the bed or the other. It has to be centered all night long. Hello, who does that? Exactly, Chris. I noticed this every time the air kicks on, it shorts out my light. But I noticed that the other night I was sound asleep and I woke up because I sensed that my blanket wasn't quite centered. It is like, I noticed it the other night and I was like, why do I do that? And then I started thinking back and I was like, every time I've woken up at night, it was because I kept straightening my blanket out. Who does that? Just sleep and curl up in your blanket. Goober, I know what it stems from. And it stems from trying to make myself unnoticeable in the bed. And that's what it stems from. After talking with my therapist about it. And it stems strictly from that. It's a habit of wanting to make myself as unnoticeable in my bed as possible. Yeah. I do it when I'm in my bed. When I am supposed to be sleeping and I move and my blanket moves, I wake up to straighten the blanket back out, as if though I've been tucked into the bed, as if though somebody made the bed around me, and it has to stay made around me, which is why I need to undo that. Why I have messed my bed up. Now, I'm like, no, my bed's not going to be made. I'm going to keep my bed unmade when I'm sitting down talking, because I'm trying to break habits that are causing me so much stress in my bedtime routine, or my bedtime. It's embarrassing. I do use a squeezy to basically not allow myself to, it's not normal for adults. You'll have to explain to me what styming is, because I know, like, I'm so uneducated on that. Yeah, Catherine. Yeah. See, Chris, not me. Even though I am sleeping better now than I was before, now that I know certain things to prevent me from getting all freaked out. Yeah, no doubt, right? Right? Aw, Joseph, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I just... Team no sleep. Yeah, no, let's not make that a team thing, because we want sleep. We want sleep if we can get it. Especially my oldie butt. I'm going to be 42 this year. I need to make sure I can sleep. Why does it look like my computer has antennae? That's the stupid internet box. Oh, you guys. Oh, I forgot to call them and ask them about this today, because I'm super irritated at them. I called our internet company and told them that I want to up to the next stage, because they said we had the highest service, and then I went on and realized, no, we don't. So I was like, you guys told me I got your top service. She's like, oh, well, we've upgraded since then, and we now have this tier. So I was like, well, that's the one I want. They charged me $75 for an installation fee to push a button on their end. It's a way, it's a way of self-regulation and kind of letting nerves, energy, or excess, a way of letting it out. Oh, okay, I get that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be 42. You're welcome. Happy greetings and best wishes to everyone on here. Absolutely. So they charged me $75 for an installation fee, when all they did on their end was change in the computer the one, like, the package deal that we were getting, and then they shut our, like, they hit a button which disabled our internet for about 20 minutes, and when it came back on, we had the new service. They charged me $75 for installation. They didn't come out here. Nobody drove here. Nobody what? So we have what's called tri-state Wi-Fi, because it's the only one that's available up here, because this is where we're at. there's no I'm dying. Yeah, she'll be 20 in like 2 weeks. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, Sarah will be 20 years old in like 2 weeks. 3 weeks, because her birthday's the 16th of May. May 16th, she'll be 20 years old. Up here we have a thing called tri-state Wi-Fi, because where we live, hold on to your britches, we have well water, septic, because we're not on city, and we have propane for our house, not city gas. I have to have a propane guy bring us propane up here. Right? No, I'm crying, and she's not even my kid. Yeah, she's gonna be 20. She's an amazing human. She's just an amazing human. But yeah, she really is a fantastic human being. I'm trying to get the scab off where I took half my chunk of my thumb off the last week. last weekend, I should say. But yeah, so I'm getting too old. I'm getting sleepy again. We were supposed to do a Game of Thrones like marathon, and so Sarah's like, "We're gonna do Game of Thrones." So I was like, "Cool." And so I went out there and I made the food, and we ate the food, and Sarah fell asleep. I was like, I don't think we're gonna do a marathon again. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Catherine. She really is. That girl has been through so much. And you guys, she's also back in school. She's now a senior level high school. They said if she stays right on track, which is where she with what she's doing right now, she should graduate in 2022 because of the way that the school system thing works. They only allow her to complete 3 courses at a time, and she's only got 16 credits left to cover because she's already got all the rest. So she's got 16 credits. I hate the way AZ works, but she's got to get those. Some of them are elective credits that she has to get elective hours, and then a chunk of them is work hours because that's what they do in AZ. The good part is because she is working the work hours, she gets those work hours. So that covers a chunk of that. So she's got 16 credits left, and then she graduates. And they only allow her to do 3 class things at a time. The lady said that she doesn't have to do 3 at a time. They can drop it down. They encourage you to do 1 at a time. But they can, she right now they assigned her 3, and so they're going to pull 1 because she was like, no, just give me 2 then. I want to get them done fast is what she said, but she's like, I don't want to overwhelm myself. So she's busting those out right now. But yeah, so she'll finish those and be graduated 2022, which is next year. Which, by the way, guys, isn't even that far off because we're already at the end of we're at the end of April. We're about to be into the month of May. What? And by the way, no H on Sarah. Sarah's name is just S-A-R-A. Like, what did her and her friend say? It's S-A-R-A, no H, because, like, ew. So no H on her name. I don't know yet. We're not exactly sure how they're going to do graduation because this is an AZ. It's an all over AZ online schooling for people that are between the ages of 16 and 22. And so the graduation, we already know what her graduation colors are. So we already know that her graduation color will be dark blue. It's like a really like rich royal blue. So we'll get her cap and gown, and I'll do all her photos and stuff. No, it's okay. I just wanted to kind of let you know. Because a lot of people don't know that, and they just say Sarah. And so most things, whenever you say like Sarah, especially if you're doing like a talk to text, it'll add an H. I shouldn't do that, guys. But that was starting to bother me. There's a piece of the scab hanging off. And it's still there. I keep catching it. Boy, that does not feel good to do that. Give it to me. I just want it off of there. Hold on. Man, I really messed my finger up when I did that. Now I just got this big old indent right there. Give me that. There we go. Ow. Whew. No, at this time, no. She doesn't plan on college right now. Her main focus right now is to get her high school diploma and then work on becoming a mommy. And then on top of that, continuing the work she's doing. So she's got a pretty decent job and she's really good at that, and it's something she's enjoying right now. So I don't think she's going to change that. She's making enough money for herself and to take care of a human. And when she's ready for that, and when she's ready to try again, we'll see how things go. But I do want to let you guys know, and I think I've already touched on this. Sarah and I had spoken, and she had said when she does have a little human, that little human will not be shared online. Their face, like their face. So you guys may see images of the little one's feet, or their an image of their body or the back side of them, but their face will not be shared online. Sarah has made the decision that her child will not be on social media or online until they are ready and old enough to consent to it. In the same sense of the way I did things with them, which was when they were old enough to consent and I got their permission to post anything that had to do with them. I would always run it by them. They always watched any video that we ever made, that we've ever posted on YouTube, any of those videos. My kids have sat and watched them prior to me uploading them. If there was anything in them that either of them said, Mom, please don't post that, or I don't want to share that, it was removed from the video. So there is stuff that we have on video that you guys will never see because my kids have said, please don't share that. They don't mind us having it for us or for certain family members to see, but we don't share certain things. Oh, wow. Awesome. Oh, that's so awesome, Catherine. Congratulations on that. Woo. Where'd that go? Congratulations. Well, let's see here. Oh, no. Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you mind? It's my... That was the air vent, by the way, if you guys are wondering what that noise was. But, see, I don't think I ever showed you guys this. This is the sculpture. This is my home screen, but this is the sculpture that was made for Sarah, and this was one of the pictures Sarah took. That's the sculpture of Penelope. So she is on my screen. But that's what she looked like, you guys. That's the lady made a sculpture of Penelope from Penelope. So... But that's how beautiful little Penny was. So that was Pip. The lady that did this sculpture, she's super tiny, by the way. This is a picture that Sarah did and sent me. And so she's my home screen because it was just such a good picture. But she's very, very tiny. So the lady, by the way, you guys, I do have bangs. They're just pulled up. But yeah, so I will show you guys. This is the picture of Sarah holding her. That is how tiny Penelope was when she was born. That is the sculpture, by the way. The actual picture of Penelope is a little too graphic to show you guys. But that is the picture, the graphic picture that we have of her is the picture that the lady that made the sculpture used to make Penelope. So she used the more graphic version to sculpt Penelope. Yeah, she has her in the exact position that Penelope was in when Sarah delivered her. So the picture we sent the artist was the picture of Sarah holding Penelope exactly in this pose, in this position. And so she did a fantastic job making her. So these pictures, by the way, Sarah took these pictures. So Sarah has a very beautiful knack for photography. I mean, she did these pictures of Penelope. So, well, you can't even see that one. That one's really hard. The lighting is really hard on that one. You guys won't be able to see that one either. The lighting is so bright. So, like, Sarah did these pictures. I don't even know if you guys will be able to see it. Let's see here. Can I? No, it's not going to let me focus on it. Usually you can touch the screen and focus the camera, but it's not going to let me. So this was the picture that Sarah had of Penelope in utero. As you can see, she's curled up exactly like this image. And this is the position she was in. So that's the ultrasound of Penelope. And that's Penelope, the sculpture of her. I know. I tried that too, but it's like really the brightness is really lowered on it, but it still keeps writing it out. But as you can see, she's got her little legs curled up in the image and over, and then her little arms are over her chest and then her head. So the lady did an amazing, amazing job. I don't know if it's still going to try. Yeah, it's still. Yeah, so beautiful little Pip. And she's a fan, it was fantastic. The lady did an amazing job. Oh my God. The look on Gracie's face in this picture is so funny. By the way, so my little rescue I should say my little adoptive kitty, she was found. I think I told you guys this story, but I don't know if I did. So Gracie, who is our special needs kitty, she was, somebody took her at 8 weeks old, stuffed her in a trash bag, dumped coffee grounds and spaghetti sauce on her, stomped on her, 8-week-old kitten, stomped on her, and then tied the bag up, trash bag, and dropped it out front of the veterinary clinic down in the middle of Bullhead City. They discovered her in the morning when they found the trash bag, when they went to pick up the trash bag because they were just going to go throw the bag away because they figured somebody just dumped it out front. And she squealed out when they picked up the bag because she was in so much pain. They found her in the trash bag. So she's special needs. She's got very, very bad back end. She had to have major surgery. She was cut open. She stayed with Donna and them for a while through her surgeries. She's been with me now through one surgery. She's got one more surgery to go. And she went in for her surgery. And I'm going to show you guys her best attempt at hiding at the vet office. So this is Gracie thinking she's hiding. She has proceeded to climb inside the... she thinks she's hiding, though. Is it a good spot? I mean, you guys have to tell me. Chime in. You think she picked a good hiding spot at the vet office? Because I love it. I love it. She's such a little sweetheart. And then she got home, and I was like, you did so good at your surgery. And this is the face I got. She looked at me like, yeah. They did that on purpose. Like, it wasn't that they wanted to get rid of the cat and so they were going to give her to a vet. They wanted to be gross. So they did that on purpose. This is such a good picture, you guys. I'm not even kidding. I don't know if you can tell. So Gracie's up on there. Binks is looking like a panther. And Rigby. Itty bitty, teeny tiny Rigby. He's not little no more. Can you tell they love all their toys and stuff? Yeah, they're so spoiled. Rigby is huge. You guys. He's huge. He's huge. He's huge and beautiful. He is such a, oh, he's such a sweet boy. Binks always has this same look on his face. He's always looking at us like he's always like, ugh. Like he's disgusted at us. So, but you guys, my sister, I see so much of my sister when I see my daughter. This is my baby sister that passed away. She was 17. Oh, sorry. That's my wild stuff. She was 17 years old, you guys. That's my baby sister. Tell me that doesn't look a lot like Sarah. Like, there's Sarah. My sister. Sarah. My sister. Sarah. I see so much of her. Yeah. It's crazy how much I see of my sister in my daughter. Wow. Blows my mind. Oh yeah, and I do have bangs, by the way. So if you guys were wondering, I did cut bangs. They're just pulled back. But here's you guys want to see a real throwback? This is before we started vlogging. That's my Sarah. And then look at this little bean. Oh, look at him. Look at my babies. Look at that bean. Oh my God. Look at that baby. Oh my God. They're so cute. Oh, by the way, you guys, I have to tell you this because this is so funny. Sarah has a new best friend. And you guys have to hear me through because this is so funny. So you guys know how much of a jokester Sarah is, right? Like, this kid has an amazing gift at being a comedian. She can make some pretty good comedy gold. So Sarah, I can't even say it without laughing. So Sarah, okay. She's got comedy gold. Okay, this girl is gifted at this stuff. So she found a condom earlier. Yes, a condom. Okay, because I taught my kids safe sex measures very early on. Sarah's had condoms, right? So she had condoms from her previous relationship. And she said, well, I'm not going to use these things anymore. I don't plan on being in a relationship or anything. So she took the condom and she filled it up with water. Because that's my daughter. She didn't just fill this condom with water. She decided that the condom should be tied off, filled with water, and then decided that said condom should go in a cup. This was this morning, Joseph, so if you're here for the earlier this morning story, yes, Sarah put said condom in a cup. And she drew a face on it, dubbed it condom in a cup, and has now named said condom in a cup Weenus. So everybody, meet Weenus. Sarah's bestie, condom in a cup. I can't with this kid. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. Seriously, I can't. I cannot with this thing. Oh my God. She was trying to shake it into the cup because it was like, it's a condom. So it was sticking to the side of the cup. And so she's shaking the cup, and the noise that it was making was beyond anything else. I couldn't quit laughing, and she kept wheeze laughing because it was so funny. And oh my God, this kid, she right now, while she is sleeping, she has Weenus sitting on the side table of the living room by the couch where she's sleeping, because it's her bestie, is what she said. So yeah, my daughter is a comedy genius and had me in full-on stitches laughing because of it. Oh yeah, baby Tonks. Baby Tonks. Look how dark his face was back then. By the way, if you guys want to know, this pup right here, his name was Sammy. And that was my baby. That was Akira. If you guys have been with us since the beginning, then you know about Akira. She was my girl. And she was killed when somebody tried to break into our house, which was right before we started vlogging. I have videos up on our channel of me trying to get advice from people about how to help Tonks. He was grieving so hard for her. Yeah, he's... Let me see. Hold on. I have to move my blanket if I'm going to have him come in here. Hold on. Tonkers. Tonkies. Come here, buddy. Come here. There he is. Hi, old man. Hi. Hi. Okay. Oh, hi, old buddy. Hi. Oh, you got stuff here. Hi, old man. There's that old man, guys. That old boy. Hi, old man. How you doing? Huh? How you doing? Did you have a good day? Yeah. Did you have a good day? You did? This old man. This old man. This old man. This white-out old man. This old buddy. Yeah, this is a good boy. Of course I have this old man. He's old. But you guys, do you see that? Literally. When I tell people, he used to be all black in the face. Like, do you see that old man? And this old man now, him's all white. He don't have no black face no more. He's all whited out. Huh. He's all whited out. Yeah. Yeah. Do you like my pillow? You can lay right there. Yeah. You're a good boy. Yeah. You're such a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. Mm-hmm. You're a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good baby. You're a good boy. Yeah. He's all whited out, you guys. This is literally going good, Allie. This old man right here. But it's crazy to look back at, like, when you look at pictures of Tonks and to see how, like, he was so little and he was so dark in the face. Sorry, I've got his hair all in my face now. Yeah, look at that big old tail going. Yes, like in the Fry Life, they have the same one. Like and plus they're family members, and so their their family is there's a word for it, but their germ contamination or whatnot is already in the same household, so they're fine. But yeah, that is something that they have to be careful of. But it also depends on the strain. Like a lot of people don't realize, and a lot of people assume CF patients like that it's only one thing and that it affects only one thing, when it doesn't. It can be extremely mild and it can be extremely severe. And there are so many strains of it, and there are some people that it doesn't even get discovered in them until really, oh my God, I'm stuck. Okay, sorry, buddy, you can sit here. You can sit right there. It doesn't get discovered in them until really late because of the fact that it's so mild in the body, but yet certain things keep happening. So yeah, it's a whole nother, that's a whole nother mess. If you guys haven't seen, so I'll show you guys if I can find it. Let me find it real quick. If you guys didn't get a chance to see it, or you're not following me on Instagram, this is the urn that Sarah picked out for Penelope. And it says Little Bean, and then of course it has her birth date and death date on it, which is of course the same day. But where did that thing go? I was going to show you guys. Is it this one or is it this one? I think it's this one. So if you guys have never seen it or whatnot, this is me at 16. Like, what? It's one of my actual favorite pictures of me. So that's me at 16 years old. So, yeah, I'm definitely don't look like that anymore. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Allie, my heart is breaking. We had a friend of ours back in, God, I was pregnant with Taylor. Like, heavily pregnant. I'm talking like pretty much 9 months with Taylor. I was full term. And my friend Letitia's little baby girl, Adriana, passed away. Now, she was a very small child, but she was already 18 months old. She was a year and a half. It took a while for them to come back, but they found out that, thank you. Yeah, I was 16 in that picture. 16 years old in that photo. Which you can see my long blonde hair. That's only the front part of my hair. The rest of my hair was down. Like those were parts of what were my bangs. And my hair had continued to grow. The rest of my hair was down behind my legs. I had a lot of hair. I hated it, by the way. I hated all that hair. But, yeah. It's crazy to see that picture. This one's darkened out, but it's like further out so you can see like the muscularity in my arms. I had already moved out and was living on my own in that picture. Oh yeah, here you go. This is when I had my bangs. This was me before I chopped all my hair off, right before we started vlogging. Why I chopped all my hair off, I don't know. Don't ask, but that was my hair. And I chopped it all off. So, you know. But where's that picture? I took a picture the other day. Because I do have bangs now. So, when I decide to style this hot mess, that's my bangs. So, that's now if I want to wear my hair down and do my makeup. But that's what I wear when I go to work. So when people come into my work, that's the face they see. So, you know. I also had it done like this the other day. When I pulled half the hair up and kept the bangs down. So that's what people see when they come into my work. Because I love working with my peoples. And I got talking with my pops today and he said, you know, people come in here and they go, I really, really enjoy coming in here and talking with your daughter. And he said, well, I'm glad to hear that. He said that he loves to know that people truly enjoy the people that work the shops. So. Oh yeah, we had baby birds, you guys. But they grew up really fast. Like it was like 3 weeks. I know, I love when I have my bangs down. But like I didn't want to deal with them right now, so I just threw them back while my hair was wet, but now my hair's dry, so I'll have to wet them again and then bust them out with the hair dryer. Hi, old man. I know, I'll have to kick you out of the bed when I go to sleep tonight. He does not sleep still, you guys, so I can't have him in the bed with me. You guys want to see really funny? Oh my God, this one's going to be the killer for you guys. You ready? This is me at 14. You ready? 14-year-old me at 8th grade graduation going into 9th grade. What is this hot mess? Yeah, neither do we. We don't hold that policy at my shop. So if you come in and you're being a jerk, I'm going to tell you to get the hell out. So, you know. And then after I chopped my hair off at 17, So this was when I chopped all my hair off at 17 years old. I was a very happy person. So I did end up cutting it even shorter than that. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at that baby's face. You guys. Look. You guys, he doesn't have that dark face anymore. He's all white now. Look at all that white. I know you're getting so old. Is he getting to be an old dude? Yeah. It's okay. We still love old dudes too. Yeah. We love old dudes too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Is that pupil still giving you issues, huh? Let me see. Yeah. He's been having all kinds of issues, guys. He's my baby, though. Oh. Sweet little Riggy. Yeah, Riggy's a little tiny thing, huh? He's so sweet and cute. Oh, hold on, guys. Taylor's here. Come on, let's go get Taylor. Come on. Come on, let's go get Taylor. Come on. Come on. Oh, shush. Godric, you gotta wake up your sister. Shh. Godric. What? Where? Oh, it's right there. Sorry. Let me too. I was working. I know. I'm live streaming, so. All right, I love you. Bye. Oh, yay. Hopefully. Let's find out. Let's find out. What's this? Hold on, guys, 1 second. Okay. Oh, now I know why. Jesus. Okay, so I have to go do that. Yeah. Okay, that's what I was wondering about. That's okay. I got you guys. I got you. Okay, good. At least now that makes sense. Oh, I hurt in my back when I did that. Oh my gosh. Oh, so much dog hair. Oh my god. Right? He is. He's such a handsome old man. Yeah, he is a very good, like, he's such a good dog, you guys. Like, you have no idea. He is such a good dog. Ow, ow, I really hurt my back a minute ago. But I kept trying to figure out why my tax return hadn't been processed yet. Like, it keeps showing that it's processing. And so I was like, what is going on? And I just got a letter from the IRS, and it's because they need a piece of paper, because of our move up here. They're having trouble with identifying my new ID, and because of the zip code change, and so it's a whole nother mess. So they just need verification that I am who I am. So yeah, he was just stopping to let me know that he giving me the mail and stuff. Hold on. Why be a healthcare worker if you're going to make comments like that? What part are you talking about, Catherine? Oh, ow. My poor back is still jacked up, you guys, from when I sneezed this week. I think I sneezed on Monday. It was on Monday when I sneezed and messed my lower back up. Do I use pillows under my back? No. No. These are just sitting over here. I was moving them out of my way. These are my pillows that I just recently got that are the best things I could have ever purchased in the whole world. They are what they call never flat pillows. And best thing ever. They're genius. And I love them. They feel like you're going to a fancy hotel. My mattress is amazing. Are you talking about the customer is always right thing? I don't know which one you're talking about, honey. Look up a comment a few lines on top of Jeffrey. Are you talking about like the customer thing? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I just scrolled all the way up. Hey to my buddy Taylor. Yeah, it says you're a handsome old man, Tonks. Yeah, I see you're a handsome old man, Tonks. Hey to my buddy Taylor. Then it says up above that, even though Tonks has a few years on him, he's still kicking, of course. Way to go. And then it says, I don't believe the customer is always right when in the workplace. Yeah. Thank you about my bangs. You look stunning. Still look... I still look 16. So I'm confused. Yeah, I don't see it. You post something under it. That's what I'm saying. You wrote, why be a healthcare worker if you're going to make comments like that? Comments like what? That's what I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Because you said, why be a healthcare worker if you're going to make comments like that? I don't know what comment you're talking about. Like, who's a healthcare worker and what comment did they make? Ow. But yeah, Tonkers is my old dude. He's an old guy. Him's a old geezer, guys. He's such a good boy though, and whatnot. So, oh my goodness. Go to bed, Tonks. Go on, go to bed. Go get on your bed, baby. I went and got him a new bed for his hips because he needed that. No. Go to bed. Go on, go get on your bed. So, I don't know why, but his hair drives my nose crazy. Yeah, you wrote something underneath the thing where you said, why be a healthcare worker if you're going to make comments like that? But I didn't know what you meant by that. I don't know. But yeah, my friends, what I was saying earlier, that my friend, her baby passed away at 18 months old. They came back. It took them like 3 months or so to come back and let them know. Yeah, there's nothing under there. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. On the, that's just how my body is built. On the, that's just how your body is built. I don't know what you're, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm kind of confused. Yeah, I don't see anything under there. But yeah, her baby passed at 18 months old, and then it took a while before the autopsy came back and ruled it a SIDS death. One, she was just really small for her age, a little bit behind developmentally and stuff. So you're not seeing my post, kid. Geez, I don't know why. You're not seeing my. I see you, Catherine, but I don't see who you're talking back and forth to. So I'm taking it someone's saying stuff to you, but I don't know. There's nothing under there. Yeah. You're not seeing my post, kid? What do you mean, kid? Geez, I don't know. I don't know why. I'm not sure. You're not seeing my post, kid. Kidd. Oh, I don't know. No, I'm trying to tell you something. Okay. Yeah, it's not on live chat. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, we're on live chat. I don't know what. No, I'm trying to tell you something. I know, tell me what, though? Because you're saying something about somebody making a comment, but I don't know what comment you're talking about. Well, the kid, it isn't supposed to be there. Lol, the kid? Oh, no. Oh, I was like, what? So, yeah, I don't know who you were talking, like, the first comment about, and then, because you said something about you shouldn't make comments like that if you want to work in healthcare. And then you said your body is built that way. So I don't know, like, what that was referencing to, because I'm, like, completely confused. Okay, so healthcare worker. Right. So a healthcare worker said what to you? That was where the whole confusion started, because you said the comment about a healthcare worker, and I went, huh? That's why I was like, what are you referencing? Why be one if you're gonna make? Oh, like, so if you're gonna be a healthcare worker, why be a healthcare worker if you're gonna make comments? Well, like, comments like what, though? That's the thing, is healthcare workers make comments all the time, but they make comments in regards to your health. And if they see something that you're doing, or that could be like you have yeah, so did they make a comment? Did somebody make a comment, like a healthcare worker make a comment about your size or your weight or the lack thereof, or the fact that you've gained or something like that? Because if it's a healthcare worker that is working with you for your weight, then they may say something they probably shouldn't say anyway. But if it's somebody who's just a general healthcare worker and they make a offhand comment about you and your weight, then no, they shouldn't be making comments like that. Absolutely not. Because they don't know anything about your health, underlining health, and your weight correlation, if that's the case. So yeah, definitely not. And also, some people are just proportionately done up differently, the way their bodies are. And so they definitely shouldn't be saying anything to people about anything, unless it's, I'm sorry you have to go through that. Yeah, that stuff is super bad. So yeah, I get it. Hi, Debbie. How are you? But anyway, so we were looking at I've got Tonks's hair all over everything now, you guys. I'll be surprised if I don't have some of it in my drink. I don't, thank goodness. My wine is safe. The wine is okay. It's safe. There's something else I was going to show you guys. Go all the way to the top thing. Just scroll to the top. Okay. Oh, Kiri. My baby Akira. Here you guys go. This is a throwback picture. It sleeps like your daughter. Oh, shoot. Lower this down a bit so you guys can actually see it. You guys. Me. Baby Taylor. Soon to be 3-year-old Taylor and newborn Sarah. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I want to squeeze his cheeks. He's so cute. I can't even explain to you. He's so cute. Look at my Sierra. Look at that dark hair. You guys, she had the blackest of hair. And she was such a dark baby. Look at that girl. Oh my gosh. I love my babies. Can you tell? Here you go. Baby Tonks and Akira. Look at my baby. Chunky boy. So cute. Oh, so cute. Oh, okay. That's a good look. Oh, me getting out for a night on the town. Wow. Wow. You guys. You want to talk about throwback? This was me 2 years ago. You ready? Like, that was 2 years ago. Like, I have lost so much. Like, just in my face alone. Look at that. What? Okay, Catherine. You can do that. Look at that. Holy moly. Okay, Vent. I hear you. It's talking back. It's sassy. That is so crazy to look back at that. I look fed up in that picture. Oh my gosh. Aw, I miss Sarah and I being able to just travel inside of the RV. Aww. Oh, Patricia. My sister. Oh, you guys. Oh. You ready? Are you ready for the cuteness? Hold on. You guys. Okay, wait. Whoa, get back here. That's the donkeys. Look at that baby. Look at him. Oh my God, you're going. I'm so little. Oh my God. Literally, I can't with that picture. You guys. He's so stinking cute. He's so stinking cute. I can't. He literally is just too stinking cute. Oh, that's a throwback. Here you guys go. You want a real throwback? Look at these little nuggets. Okay, I'll take a look at it in a little while. Look at these nuggets. Look at that. This is at Phoenix. Well, it used to be Phoenix International Raceway, but it's not called that anymore. Oh, here you guys go. Hold on. Look at these little nuggets. How cute are they? Hold on, let's see here. That was me when I was on active duty. Getting that work done. Yep. Getting that work did. This is crazy to think that this is from 2005? 2005. This was what? What is it? 4 years short of being 20 years ago? 16 years ago? What? Yeah. Oh, remember when I told you guys that Sarah has a dairy allergy? And we found out kind of the hard way. He's way adorable. So Sarah got into a thing of milk chocolate. And I had to rush her to the hospital. This was after they gave her 2 EpiPen injections. Do you see how swollen her eyelids were? How swollen her entire face was? And all the hives? That's the day we found out that Sarah was allergic to milk. And that there was something within milk and within cocoa bean that caused this reaction on my 4.5, 5-year-old, soon to be 5-year-old daughter. Like, look at that poor face. She was so swelled up. By the way, you love her haircut in that picture? That was a Sarah haircut. Sarah gave herself a haircut in that picture. And my little nuggets. Aww. This was the Christmas after Taylor finally got out of the hospital. So this was special. She is still allergic to dairy. Yeah. Sarah still, it's not as a severe of an allergy anymore. So she's outgrown the severity of it, but she still gets a really bad rash. She still gets hives. She gets itchy, like in her mouth and stuff if she eats any, like, I guess you'd say when she eats things like ice cream or milk. Cheeses, she doesn't seem to have too bad of an adverse reaction to. They still make her mouth a little itchy, but she still enjoys them. So, but this was a picture of Taylor, and it was, he'd just gotten out of the hospital like a week or so before the holidays. And so you'll see in this picture, he has his feeding tube in. He's actually got a feeding pack with him at that time, which is, we sat it on the ground. It's connected right here. It sat on the ground so he could have a picture with Santa Claus. But he was very, very sick back then. We were told he wasn't even, he was about to be 7 at that time. And the doctors didn't think he was going to get to see 7. So, poor Sarah. Yeah, yeah. I love this picture. I took this picture of the 2 of them and made a split screen of it. So when they were little to when Taylor graduated boot camp, because I had to do that. It was such a good picture. Oh, and my military haircut. You guys want to see my military haircut? This one, I had my darker hair. I had chopped all my hair off because I was sick and tired of freaking putting it up. So I chopped it all off. Mr. Riggy. Really, thing? Oh, when I just let my natural hair be my natural hair? That's, if I took this down right now, you guys could see what my hair does naturally. I try not to let my hair be down when it's drying. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, you're right. The time flies. They're so grown now. Like, it's crazy. I mean, like, literally, you guys, this was me at boot camp graduation. When I graduated boot camp. That's me graduating boot camp. At 24 years old. Yeah. I've definitely changed a bit. I'll tell you that much. My skin's definitely not so pretty anymore. But, yeah, 24 years old right there. That's so crazy. Grace, Grace. Oh yeah, when we had the car accident and I broke my toe. That's all I'll show you guys. That'll be that fast. Yeah, Taylor definitely takes after me. Gosh, I look so much like my grandma. What a trip. That's my grandma. I look so much. Other than I don't have as long of a chin as she had. But I look like my grandma. Wow. Crazy. And then, of course, my beautiful human. She's so beautiful. You guys, I literally, this young woman right here. Oh, I know. That picture of him, I hold on to that picture so hard because knowing like how close he came to being gone. I was in the Air Force. Uh, I'd wanted to go into the Air Force um, for a long time. Uh, since I was in school, that's why I did ROTC and stuff. But I got married uh, right out of high school. Uh, yeah, he does look a lot like me. I got married right out of high school and decided that I wanted to start a family. I had decided I wasn't going to go into the military. Oh. I was going to start a family. And then things kind of didn't happen the way I wanted them to. Like I was married, but then, stuff happened. And then right after I had Sarah, brand new little baby. Um, she was born in May. And so I've got this beautiful little, let's see, May to June, July. So May, June, July, August, September, October. No, June, July, August, 4 months. So I had a 3-month-old baby because she wasn't 4 months old yet. I had a 3-month-old baby, brand new. And I'm sitting down that morning to nurse her because I breastfed. I sat down to nurse her and I turned on the TV. And 9/11 was happening. The first tower was on fire. There's a bunch of smoke coming out of it. And I'm sitting there nursing her. And I watched as the second plane hit the tower. And I was just, like, I sat there and cried while holding this brand new baby in my arms. And she's dependent on me for everything. And I've got my beautiful little boy. He's sleeping on the couch right next to me. And I'm nursing his baby sister. And I'm looking at these two humans that I know need me for everything. Right now, they rely on me for everything. And I looked at them and thought to myself in that moment when that happened that there may not be anything beyond this for them unless we make sure there is. And I said, as soon as I get her, as soon as I can get things situated, I'm going to go into the military. I want to make sure that my kids have a future and it's worth fighting for that future. And so I went in, I filled out paperwork and started the process, but because I was dealing with a divorce and all that kind of stuff going on, so it was a whole bunch of loopholes I had to go through, and I had to put the divorce on hold, and then we had to find someone that was going to help out with taking care of the kids while I went in to go into training. So it was a whole slew of stuff. By the time everything got situated, Sarah was 2.5. Taylor was just about to turn 5. Well, he was 5. And I went into the Air Force. And so, yeah, I went in, and I'm glad that I did. I wouldn't change that for the world, you guys, like ever. I gave my kids a set good future. If Sarah does decide to go to college, she's got a college fund. So it's there when she's ready and if she wants it. Taylor ended up, his college fund that we had set for him, because he went into the military and he got his qualifications, he now has his own GI Bill. So what I had on him that was meant for him is now gone into Sarah. So now she's got a larger college fund now. So it's now, it's became no longer a split fund. It's now a solid fund for her. And I'm really excited about that. So if she decides she wants to go to school, everything will be paid for now. So prior to, like, when it was split between them, their books and tuition was paid, but then any kind of room and housing wasn't. But now that it's all over for Sarah, like, it's all given to her now because he has all of that for himself. She now has that. Yeah, it's great, right? Like, my kids are too young to ever remember, like, what was going on, because they were just, like, Sarah was a newborn. She was a 3-month-old newborn baby. Taylor was a 4.5-year-old, 5-year-old kid. Like, they're never going to remember those things. Yeah, he was 4.5 because he would have turned 5 in January. So it's crazy to look back at that and you think, you know, wow. Like, no, he was 3 when I had her. So when I went in, he was 4.5. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's so crazy to think back on that. And I'm just like, wow. So, because I went into delayed enlistment in 2001. Yeah, because she was born in 2000. She was born in 2001. So I went into delayed enlistment in 2001. Signed all my paperwork and got my permissions in 2002. And then had to wait for a job to open before I could go. And when my job finally opened, I went active in 2003. And then I got out in 2007 because I was on inactive duty as of 2001. Got out of active duty in 2007 and stayed on active call until 2009. So my contract goes from 2001 to 2009 is what my contract was. So that was, my military contract was 9 years, and I did 7 active years of 9. So 2 inactive years and 7 active years of military service. So, yeah. I wish I could have stayed longer. I wanted to stay longer. I would have loved to have done 20 years, but I needed another shoulder operation, and I definitely wasn't at full ability with my knee. And they needed me to be able to carry. And at that time, like, now I could probably do a little bit better, but at that time I couldn't. And so I needed to be able to carry and bear 300 pounds, and I couldn't. So, oh, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, so, and that means, like, when doing a leg press, I needed to be able to leg press a 300, and I couldn't. And I could prior to my injury, and I couldn't. And then, of course, I couldn't even carry an 80-pound pack, which is your basic pack. And because I couldn't even get the stability with an 80-pound pack on me after my knee injury, when I couldn't get past that, then that's when we knew that I wasn't going to be able to stay with it. Now that, of course, after months and months and months of physical therapy and lots of working and pushing myself, I can finally, I can still, I get out and run all the time now. Though I will tell you that it does cause me some issues. I get pain and I get swelling and I get agitation and inflammation, a lot of inflammation in my knee. But when you've had 2 major surgeries on it, I probably need another one. It's probably about that time now, but I'm kind of like, push it out for as far as I can. Because I'm at a point now where my kneecap slips again, and my knee pops a lot again. But I'm not like, it's not to the point where it's in like interfering with anything, other than with driving that car. Oh, thank you, Joseph. Driving that car, driving a stick shift, is definitely not comfortable. The use of having to constantly with that knee it's a definite workout. So, shall we see what this hot mess looks like? I probably should let it down anyway because it needs to dry. Keeping it up like this is not good when it's wet. Oh, it's gonna get everywhere. So, you guys, look at this mop. So, if you are like me and you have, oh my God, just stop sticking together. It's almost dry. You guys, look at this mop. This is my mop. This is my mop. You like my mop? It's such a great mop. But yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. There you guys go. You wanted to see this? This is the mop mess. That is my hair. I probably should, like, I'm trying to let this wash out now. As you guys can see, this is how much my hair has grown since I last gave it some color. What did I say? My cousin that lives in Vegas, she is a retired Navy vet. Nice. Nice, Jeff. But you guys, yeah, I probably should leave this down now so that it'll dry. But my hair is definitely getting longer again because I did chop a lot of it off because it was dead. But I am letting this wash out. A lot of this color, I'm letting it start to fade out. But it is growing out. Like, you guys, this is so much hair growth. I mean, you can see my real blonde hair coming in. So, like, I have blonde hair naturally. So, it's all starting to come back in. And, like, you can see how much my roots have come out. So, my hair is like an ashy blonde now that I'm older. Like, it's not that white blonde anymore. And so, which kind of bums me out. I used to constantly treat it and color it so that I would have the blonde hair, like my high school color blonde hair, my natural color. And after I had kids, like, it didn't change color until I got pregnant with Taylor. And then when I was pregnant with Taylor, my hair changed color to this ashy, brownishy, blonde color. And so, oh my gosh, that's gonna bother me. It's starting to frizz already. Heck yeah, Jeffrey. Heck yeah. Proud members of the family. It's so funny too because if I pull this up, like, it looks like I have a lot of hair, right? Like, this looks like I have a whole bunch of hair. But then if I grab it all, it's the thinnest, look, and I show you, it's small amount of hair. It's not like a whole bunch. It just looks like a whole bunch because it's naturally, like, got curls and waves and stuff in it. So it makes it look like there's a lot more than there is. It's just like there's a lot of hair, but it's really thin hair. And then, of course, I have bangs. So my bangs are in this hot mess. Oh yeah, that's the look. Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. We'll just rock it like that, right? No, we won't. We're gonna push that back for now. But I need to let it dry, because if I don't let it dry, then it will be wet until all the way into tomorrow. So but it's starting to frizz already. I can already feel it, like, getting staticky. So, and this is all wet now. Anyway, you guys, oh my gosh, we've been on here for almost 2 hours. 3 hours. We've been here for almost 3 hours. That's 3, guys. 3. My hair is gorgeous. My hair is crazy. When I straighten this, oh my gosh, it's so pretty when I straighten it. Because this, of course, I love this color. But I'm going to go ahead and start letting this fade out, wash out, whatever it's going to do. I'm not going to add any more color to it for now. Even though this stuff right here is not damaging, it doesn't have all those like all that weird stuff in it that you get when you color hair. So my bangs are almost long enough. Like the front ones anyway, the front part here is almost long enough for when I go to do it that I'll be able to curtain bang it. But I will not do the whole part down the middle with it. Like that's just not going to be me. Yeah, this red is such a good color. Like I love this color on me. It complements my blue eyes and I love it, but I also am like, I've been rocking this color now for 6 months, at least 6 months. And so I'm kind of ready for like a change. See, I can do that with this. So it gives me that little waved up look. I love that. I guess you'd say at this point, I've seen what it can do to people, and yeah, I'm not personally scared of getting it myself. Like one, I've already had it, and didn't know at the time that that's what it was, but now that we look back, it's probably what it was. And that would have been in November of 2019, before COVID became COVID, when they actually thought that I had just a really severe respiratory infection and I was in the hospital, back in November of 2019. It was right when I first, like I had to leave working, at KFC. I had to give up my job because I had gotten so sick and then ended up in the hospital. And like, honestly, in that time, like we don't talk about it too much. Sarah had gotten sick too, and it was bad, but not like hers lasted like 3 weeks. But when I got to like 6 weeks into being sick, I was in the hospital just before Taylor came home for Christmas break. And when he got home for Christmas break, I was really, really sick. And it was really scary because we thought that, like, I honestly thought that I was going to pass away. I couldn't breathe. I was on a breathing assistance thing, like what do you call it, a nebulizer, for weeks. I couldn't get my oxygen levels to come up. It was terrifying. And so now, like, when I look back, like, and then to see what Jay went through when he got it, oh, that's awesome. And to see, like, the first time he got it, he did okay. But the second time he got it, he was, like, in the same boat that I was in. But he ended up needing to go on a respirator. And then now he's on oxygen. But we really thought that was the end for him. One, because he had cancer. By the way, Jay beat cancer. So yeah, me too. Like for me at work, I wear a face cover and mask. We have markers in the store, like where the customers are and where the workers go, or like where I am, because there's no workers, it's just me. So I have it like marked off on the floors, like there's like taping, but there's also big cabinetry between myself and the customer, so we're never like interacting hand in hand. So there's never any kind of like contact. And then I wear, like I said, wear a face covering, and I've been vaccinated. So I took those precautions and got that done. But yeah, there is different variants out there. So I am definitely still very, very cautious, especially like when we go get stuff done. When we went earlier and we went by the Goodwill, we made it like a quick trip. We went in, we got what we were going to go get, and then we got out, because as soon as we got in there and it started to kind of get a little bit busier, like we started noticing more people showing up. We were like, okay, we're leaving. We're done. We're not going to stay here, because we don't like all that. Jay is like a time. Watch takes a licking and keeps on. I know. Like, oh my gosh, we were talking about that the other day. He beat COVID twice. He's been battling prostate cancer for 4 years. Okay, for 5 years. 5 years, this man's been battling prostate cancer. So in 2020, he beat COVID twice. And as of 2021, this man is cancer free. Now, let me add one more thing to the plate for you guys to calculate. In January, he turned 70. So he's 70 years old. And he beat cancer and COVID twice. What? Like, are you human? Are you even human? Like, is there something I don't know? Like, can we... We're not at the age yet where I can get a vaccine. Really, Laura? Like where you guys are, probably where you're living. I guess it would be your area. Because I know for us, our area, it's anybody over 16 gets it. Yeah, in your province. Yeah. Right? Like, I told him, I was like, first of all his family members, especially the males, have all passed away before the age of 50. Every one of them. And every one of them, men-wise, have passed away due to heart complications. Jay's had a, what's the word? For 5. What's the number for 5? What's the thing for 5? Not a quadruple bypass, but a whatever bypass, with 5 vessels of the heart. So he had the vessels removed from like the lower leg, and they used those to replace the ones in his heart. So he had that done. And the doctor just recently told him and I was on the phone with him through the appointment. And the doctor told him at his heart appointment, after all of our exams and after all of our testing and examinations, your heart, which, by the way, a bypass, if you've ever done any research into bypasses are usually good for about 10 years, okay? Roughly 10 years. And usually then it will require another surgery. Jay had his bypass done when I was a junior in high school in 1996, 97 school year, because I graduated in 98, because I graduated 97, 98. So this man had a whatever beyond quadruple bypass surgery on his heart in 1997. And the doctor said when he did Jay's recent exam and his heart examination and all his whatnots, that it doesn't even look like he's ever needed or ever had anything done. His heart and all his vessels are in such great health that they question whether or not he actually had a bypass done. Other than the fact that he has a scar that runs all the way down his chest where they opened him up, and the big scar that runs down his leg where they took his blood vessels. Those are the evidence that he's had the surgery done. But that his health, like his heart and everything, is in such good health. And the doctor was shocked. He's 70. He had this surgery done when he was like 48 years old. What? I mean, 1997, he had that surgery done. It's 1996, 97 school year. Yeah, so it was like it was like the beginning of 97. What? So yeah, I tell him all the time, because he's supposed to be coming out here. He'll either be out here for Sarah's birthday, which we're thinking probably not. We think it's going to end up being for my birthday, like around my birthday in July. But what, like, how are you like this walking freaking miracle? How? Right? Not only that, but like, is he human? Like, come on now. Conspiracies. I'm watching for those conspiracies. Because, yeah. And he's like my best friend. And like, Like, he's my other half of 20 years. So, like, hello? How? How have you gone through all of that? And still, like, I asked him today, how's your day going? He goes, I don't know. I've got a lot of energy today. I feel really fantastic. And I'm like, breathing wise, he goes, oh yeah, I did 3 miles today on the treadmill. And I only needed my oxygen for the ending, like the last part of the last half of the 3rd mile. Because that's his goal right now. His goal right now is to completely wean himself off of oxygen. Because right now he still needs to use oxygen during the day. He is his goal. This man went from being at death's door, having cancer, having COVID, to being on a respirator, to now being on oxygen. He's now running, was walking 2 miles a day on the treadmill. He's now running 3 miles a day on the treadmill. And he's gotten to the point now where during his run, the only time he needs the oxygen is at that last half of the 3rd mile. He's running 2.5 miles a day with no oxygen requirement. What? I'm telling you. What? And he sounds fantastic. He's finally able to talk again, like where we can talk on the phone again. Before, it was really hard for him to talk because it would take so much work to get the oxygen to talk. Now, he's talking on the phone again and he sounds fantastic. So, yeah, this man is literally amazing. And my hair is almost completely dry now. You guys, in just that time that I took it down to talk with you guys, look at this mess. Look at this mop. Wow. Look at that. Look at that mop. Look at that mop. Ooh. Though I have to admit, it is really healthy. It looks frizzy, but that's just because, 1, it's the lighting. 2, it's really, I haven't straightened it or anything. So, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. I have so much hair. I have so much hair. But yeah, it's pretty much dry now. I'll be able to pull it out of my face in a few. What is with this mop of hair? There we go. So much hair. But here's the funny part. Because I have so much hair, it gets really weighted down. So I can't get any like volume out of the top section of it. So all this will just get weighted down and fall flat at the scalp. So then it just looks like it's like flat and then it goes, puh. So it just looks goofy. But yeah. I can't believe that dried that fast. That's all it takes sometimes is just letting it down. Just let it down and let the root area dry. And then we're golden after that. Then I can just take this and grab this up like that. And then I just take this right here, pull it through so it's nice and light. Voila. And bam, it's out of my face again. Oh my God, Godric. Yeah, and then we were looking at, I was looking at, not we, I was looking at places like over in like Lake Havasu area because of my work. They're so expensive. And I would really like to find something. I want to buy something. And I found a little place up there. When I say little, I mean little. And I'm not sure yet. I don't know if it's... No, I know it's not worth the money they're asking for it. So I'm kind of at a crossroads. Like the amount that I would be paying monthly is not too bad. It's a little bit more than what we're paying up here, utilities and stuff wise. So I really like where we live, and I don't want to move from here unless I find the exact right fit. So I don't know, you guys. But I do have all this stuff to start camping out. And I have a friend that's up that way. So the cool part is they have their space that they're using, and so they told me just come park up on our space. That way you're in a safe spot, which is really close to the shop. So I'm super happy about that. So I'm gonna probably end up doing that 2 days out of the week. But I talked to my pops about it, and he's like, "I don't like you doing that." I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Because I just don't like you doing it. It doesn't sound safe." And I'm like, I'm not going to be out in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to be right where a friend's property is. So I'll be okay. And Tonks will be with me too. He's really good at letting me know if he feels like there's anything around that he's not sure about. I also have protection with me other than Tonks. And then, like I said, I'm also going to be on a friend's property. So I'm not going to be like just out in the middle of nowhere. So that's good. And then it's only for a couple of nights, so he's gonna help me try to find a camper van. He's like, "Well, how are you gonna take a shower?" And I'm like, I have like a whole, like, one, I have my friend that's up there, so that's one thing. Two, the shop has a shower. He's like, "Well, that's true." So I can always jump in there, even though doesn't have hot water. It only has cold water, but it's a shower nonetheless. But I also have the portable shower, which you throw the bag out there and let it get hot, and it gets hot, especially out here. So I'll be fine either way. So yeah, the best way is just take it at the shop. Oy, okay. Now that I'm getting the yawns that are coming one right after the other, I'm gonna finish my wine. And I think what I'm going to do is read for a little bit, because I have a feeling I will fall asleep if I read. I got a new book, and I am enjoying it. So, I didn't tell you guys what it is. Hold on. I'll tell you guys. Oh, why? Maybe it's just me, but not there. It's cold. It's flipping hot here. Hold on, I'll tell you guys. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. No, I know. I wanted this. I need to take that off of here because I don't have that anymore. What is that? What is that? Oh no, you don't want to read that. You definitely don't want to read that. I'm not going to make that as a recommendation. That is a horrible book. Why are only those right there? What the heck? That's not it. What? Okay, that's really annoying. I can't find it. No, I saw that. And that book makes me so mad. That's the one I've been reading. And I'm super irritated at it so far. I can find the freaking thing. Hold on. Nope. Where is it? Hold on. It's under this thing right here. Gosh, I keep forgetting. I keep moving it back and forth. Go to my library. I sat here and actually listened to it because I thought it would be good. There it is. This is what I've been reading. And let me just tell you what. It's nowhere as good as the rest of the Hunger Games. But it's called The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And that's what I've been reading. I am like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm 3/4 of the way through it. I don't have very much left of it. But I'm struggling with it. Yeah, so I have been reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It's by Susan Collins, the writer of The Hunger Games. It's a prequel to The Hunger Games, so it's with Snow, who becomes President Snow and whatnot. So it's like, I think it's like the guy that becomes President Snow's father, or it is President Snow himself. It's a whole story before The Hunger Games. And there's all this war type stuff going on, like before the big uprising, which led to them making the Hunger Games. So that's what this whole story is about. It is so, like with the Hunger Games, there's like that build up to that freedom, to breaking loose of this whole thing that the Capitol put together because of the uprising. But this is like prior to it. So this is kind of like this whole lead up to what's going to become the Hunger Games. So this is just really boring. It's really boring. And I can't seem to find like a groove in it. And so I start reading it, and I'm glad that it's kind of like that because it makes me very, very, very sleepy. And so that's probably what I'm going to try to finish it tonight. I don't think I'll finish it, but I'm going to try to finish it tonight. And we'll see, because that's what I've fallen asleep to the past couple nights. Also, if you guys haven't yet, check out Mythos. It is written by Stephen Fry. It's hilarious. It's based on like Greek mythology, and it's based on the mythology of like about the Greek gods and stuff. It's hilarious. It is really funny because he's a character anyway. The other one that I did get of his, I got Mythos, and then I think I'm going to end up downloading. I don't have it right now. But, oh yeah, I do. I did. I got Heroes. I also got Heroes. I haven't listened to it yet. But Mythos I've read because it's only a 4-hour book, so it's really good. But Heroes is a 15-hour book. 15 hours worth of reading. So I'm also just started reading We Thought We Knew You. It's a true crime book, and it's about the death of a woman, chiropractor. She was a doctor. I guess you'd say she's a doctor. Her and her husband both were chiropractors. It is a horrible way that she died. And then it gets this whole investigation going into her son and her son's ex-girlfriend. You still have your Walkman? Heck yeah. But yeah, so it's called We Thought We Knew You, by M. William Phelps. He's a true crime novelist. But this is based on an actual true crime. Like this isn't like one of those kind of things where somebody found out about a crime and then they wrote a story based around the people within that crime, but kind of changing it up to make it into a movie worthy thing. This is like the interview tapes and the investigation and the talking with the family members to get interviews to write the story. And so he writes from their perspectives of what they say during the interviews. Like, this thing is a seriously good, like, if you're into true crime and you're into investigative television or any of that kind of stuff, this is a really good book. So that's what I'm reading right now. I'm reading We Thought We Knew You. But that's one of those books like I try to read it during the day, not at night, because I don't want to fall asleep and forget like bits that I'm reading before it. So, you love my hair? Thank you, Dallas. Yes, it's getting to the point now where I washed it a while ago, so it's just dried. But I'm letting it start to wash out now. I'm not going to color it again red for a while. I'm going to see how long this takes to like really wash out. It's starting to really fade out anyway because the bottom's starting to become really orangey-ish, versus being bright red like the upper part is. So we'll see. But I love the red color when it's really richly done. And so, but yeah, so I'm going to pull up the freaking book. and try to finish the last of this one tonight. A Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. And see if I can't finish it, but I probably won't be able to finish it. I'm hoping that maybe I'll actually fall asleep. But we'll see. You guys are amazing and fantastic. And I'm going to call it, I'm going to bed. Sort of. I don't want to say that word. I'm trying to get out of the habit of saying I'm going to bed because I don't want to make myself panic and I don't want to get anxious. So I'm gonna read for a while, guys. You guys have a great night and I will see you guys later. Bye.